All right, recording's live.
Hi, and welcome to the Last Arc D&D. We are Group 1. We had to record this session because we could not stream. That said, let's get right into it. I'm sure you're all ready to figure out what happens next. I know I am.
Okay, so where we left off, you guys had just managed to complete the dungeon. You had secured all of the treasure. You were trying to figure out how to proceed after Bran escaped with the last devil fruit. That's where we pick things up.
Yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure after thinking about it, that he escaped with the Sun Wukong fruit.
The what now?
Yeah, he definitely got some kind of mythical. Yeah, do what now?
Well, what we in One Piece world we have the name of Greek gods, but no Japanese gods.
Okay,
Maybe, I don't know.
yeah, it was Sun Wukong.
He's yelling at God again. Tang is yelling at God.
Well, at this point, I think we just cut our losses and get off this damn island.
I agree.
I agree. If we want to liberate it, we'll have to come back at another time to do so. I think we should get to the ship.
Pirate.
Get out of here.
I agree.
All
I
right,
think the
so
kids are already on the ship.
I'm grabbing all the elven metal or whatever it was called. It's only 80 pounds worth, so I'm just putting that all in my knapsack, and or if I have to, I could take off my poncho and use that as like a bag. But I'm grabbing all that stuff.
How
All
much
right.
money are we able to carry as a group?
Honestly, not very much because it's all in gold and jewels. It's heavier than the paper counterpart would be. But you would be able to carry between all of you around 150 million.
Then that's what we'll do.
It sucks that the rest of this is gonna go to that damn organization, but
Well, you're taking the swords, right, Gilly?
One thing.
yeah.
So he's got the swords, I've got the metal, and then the rest of it was the fruit that was taken, and then the rest is just gold.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, then I will grab whatever, like I don't know how much more gold I can carry to still not be, encumbered movement wise. But I will grab that much gold and then be ready.
The 150 million berries is all of you carrying as much gold as you can.
Oh yeah, I'm not concerned about getting all of it. I
Okay.
still have like $10 million, so
Okay.
I'll grab whatever I can pick up along with the elven metal, which seems the more important.
All right. So, are you discussing this before or after you leave the room where you found the fruit?
I'd probably say before. Like I'd go back and like after we had this conversation, I'd go into the room that has the swords, I guess.
Okay. So from here you all
Gold.
all right. From here you all make your way back up the stairs and you trying to gather as much of the gold you can and prepare for your exit. Before you are able to leave the dungeon though, you see someone coming down the stairs which Bran escaped through, which opened at the end. It's a man wearing a cloak. He seems about 5'1", and he has a very wide and sturdy build. You can't see him directly, but you can tell from the general silhouette about him that he likely is, well built. He looks around.
Guys, there's a sexy man coming.
Yeah, who are you, man? What are you doing here?
It seems the dungeon I'd been searching for has been found at last.
And you would be.
He looks up and down at all of you, and then he takes notice of Fang and begins walking closer to him. He stretches his hand out in the direction of the metal, but doesn't actually try to touch it. He's just waving toward it as if he's, reaching for something out of grasp, he says. It's really here, after all this searching. He seems more concerned with whatever's going on inside his head than anything you're saying to him at the moment.
Can I arm cannon him?
Hey, man, why are you trying to touch up on my guy?
Yeah, hey buddy, snap out of it. Hello, hello.
I'm not trying to do initiative. I'm not trying to talk to this motherfucker. I am just shooting my arm cannon.
If you try to do that, you would have to.
Don't do that.
That puts us in initiative.
Well,
Yeah, please don't. We gotta figure out who he is first.
To me, that would mean that it's already a good initiative roll. I don't have to do anything, so I can go on and attack.
No, initiative is, a
Oh my
function of
God,
who
hey.
can, start fighting quicker.
We
So
don't have
it would
time for
still be-
this.
Just pull out your gun and threaten him. Don't fire.
You can threaten him. You don't have to
See,
shoot.
see, he may have valuable information for him.
What are you gonna do, Fang?
Well, if he's just standing there talking to himself. I'd rather just blow him up right now.
He might not be somebody who could be downed in one
No.
shot.
It's gonna help though.
Are we just fighting this guy?
Yeah, but we might not have to fight him. Yeah, I say we don't. We might not have to fight him. He seems a little crazy. So maybe he's the cool kind of crazy.
This guy's here for my.
Maybe he'll give us booze.
So I don't think there's going to be a way around this. But if you want to take the initiative and talk to him, then go.
I've tried to talk to him. Hey, Fang, put down your weapon, man. This guy's obviously sick in the head. He's lost.
I didn't point a weapon at him, just so.
Let's just move faster.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so who tries to say what?
I already have the metal in my. I'm able to carry all because it's only 80 pounds. I already have it all on my person, so I don't know what the fuck he's looking at.
Okay, is
Look at
that
the
what
metal in your
Fang's
person?
saying now? Yeah, so who's saying what out loud? Or taking which actions, just to be clear?
I'm just standing there wondering.
Fang's asking him.
Yeah, I'm definitely talking to him and trying to get him to focus up. Be like, hey man, we're on a time schedule. We got to get out of here. Either you tell us what you're doing here, or we're leaving right now.
He seems to be, well, he stares at the metal even as you say this with those Gurren Lagann spiral eyes. But he turns up, not literally, because this is One Piece, anything could be taken out of context. But he looks around after you mention time and he says, you found the entrance, the dungeon. For the metal, how much do you want for it?
I'll give you half of it if we can just leave.
No. Ugh. He seems to grab his head and comb his hand through his hair, and he says, I'm not trying to rob you. An exchange.
Well,
What would it take? What do you need?
I'd rather you say what you have to offer.
Legs. We need legs.
I think what we need right now is a way off this island as quickly as possible, and maybe some men to help carry some money with us.
And a leg.
As you say that, he looks around and he notices the gold. It had completely escaped his gaze this whole time. He stares in the adjacent rooms and he simply scans it over and seems to try figure out how much it is, he says. If I help you, take all the gold away, will you be willing to share the metal?
We'll
Yeah.
share some.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah, I will. If you help us get all the things that we want out of here and safely back to our ship and off this fucking island, I will give you half of the metal.
What's your name?
Oh. Oh. Wait, did you ask his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name, bud?
He turns to you and he says, "You can call me Lou." All right. Let's make haste. First, let's carry up as much as we can right now. I have a vehicle not far from here. I was searching the area trying to find this place.
Well, you found the exit, man. That's pretty lucky.
Well, it opened suddenly, and I'd been here for long enough that it was something I wasn't going to ignore.
Hold up. Did you see a little fox man?
Yeah, did you see a little fox run out of here?
No. When I made my way down, I'd found it open and just walked down the stairs. I found you.
All right, one more question. You're not with the Black Faction, right?
That band of dirty animals, no. Then he looks at Fang and says, "Oh,
Whoa!
no offense."
Well, hey, man, I'm just gonna. Now all this stuff's only for 40% of the metal.
Yeah, when I find that rat bastard, I'm gonna make a
Oh
new
no!
coat.
Wait. Let me get this clear. They aren't dirty because they're animals. They're animals and they're dirty.
You also got a human there.
That's fair.
Like I said, 45%.
All right. So, do you start doing as he says?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on the escape plan right now.
Yes.
Okay, so he helps by
Oh, my
carrying as much of the gold as he
Office
can,
island.
and he. Wait, yeah, go ahead.
What?
Oh, weren't you saying something?
Oh no, I just said I'm ready to get off this island.
Oh,
I'm on the escape plane with Gilly.
all right. So he helps you, and you all carry up as much as you can to the top of the stairs. Once you get there, he leads you a short distance through the woods to what seems to be some form of wagon, but it has strange pedaling contraptions instead of any horses attached, sort of like how a bicycle would function. You return down the stairs, and in about on 3 different runs, you're able to get all of the gold out and load it up into his wagon. He says to you, "Now, this thing is quite heavy, so I'll require your help to pedal it. Is that all right with all of you?"
Pretty strong.
I got
Hachi
powerful
starts
legs.
stretching. Hachi starts stretching, and he's like, "Yeah, let's get it."
All
Are
right.
you talking about pockets?
Pockets?
Oh, you needed us to pedal the cart.
Oh yeah, you can pedal this thing to the Grand Line.
All right. So where would you like to go?
To our ship, I think.
Yeah,
Where's that?
Yes, to our ship, to my babies.
It's at the dock.
And which town?
God damn
The
it.
Loving Kingdom.
Oh, fuck. Please tell me someone remembers where the ship is.
I sort of described the place, like, merchant. There's a lot of merchants there.
He says, "Oh, you
Not a
must be
big
talking
marine
about
presence.
Goins."
Goins.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No one's
Uh,
that place. Yeah.
all right. It's quite a distance from here. I've got a small place in a stretch of wood. We can get horses from there. It'll make the journey faster. We will need to pedal for a good 4 hours, though.
We could take shifts.
All right. I assume you're in a hurry, judging by how you talked of a man who escaped, so we can get our move on.
Yeah, that man. Yeah, we need to hurry.
Do it.
Yeah, let's
So
just say
the
things are about to get real hot
My
in this
babies!
country real quick.
when you say that, he says, "Oh, I assure you, you must have been in there for a period of time, but things are already quite hot."
Oh,
The wagon
What's
begins to
going on?
move, and he leads you off to your first destination.
While we're
Someone asked a
traveling,
question.
can I ask him what does he
Oh, I
mean by
said,
it's already getting hot?
They had that
Oh,
distraction before we got in the Marine
okay,
base.
yeah, that's.
Blew up the parade.
Yeah, but like, what if it's still happening? We were down there for a long rest, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why
he
I'm asking him, what does he know? Like, he's been on the surface. He's our Morgans right now. We need this info, bruh.
Yeah, it's been like a day.
Okay, he begins to speak about it, and he says, "Well, yesterday that rowdy bunch, they, uh, they attacked the capital. During the parade, there was some chaos in there. The mink folk, I'm assuming it's the same black faction you brought up. They did a lot of damage. Innocent people died, and the Emperor is currently nowhere to be seen."
They killed the Emperor?
No one's seen him die, but no one's seen him since. The assumption is they would have claimed the capital already if he was dead, so there's hope he's alive, but whatever's going on here, it's nothing good.
What about his
Even by the
wife?
time we get to Goins, it wasn't quite safe itself. Although it was on a lower scale, there was quite the commotion there as well.
Well, it sounds like we're getting out while the getting's good.
Any word on his wife?
Agreed.
Nothing about the Empress.
Wait, did you say you were at Goins?
Oh, no, no, no.
There's
I've been in this
commotion going
region.
on there.
Oh, alright.
So not only
I've
is there
just been able to get news.
yeah, not only is there a commotion happening here, I think is what he's saying, but there's also one happening where we're going. So we're out of the frying pan into the deep fryer.
Well, why don't
I'm ready.
is there maybe a port that's not so hot and heavy right now? Because we really never made anything on that ship. We did not actually make a new masthead. We didn't do anything. We could just steal a new ship.
Our kids are on that ship.
Yeah, our kids.
That's a weird thing
Yeah.
for grown men to say about random orphans who don't have to work for us. Just as a part
Look at my
pirate,
kids.
I just want to mention that there's been lots of talk about beating their behinds, weird things like that. You know, I haven't been said by me, but it's been said in this crew. So if those kids, they can be it takes an island or a village to raise a kid or an island. I say we leave them to it, and we find
You're going to leave them with the faction.
We're gonna leave.
You're going to leave them with the man who took our leg.
I'm literally never gonna think about it again after this moment.
You're not you not think about it. It's going after the kids.
They're gonna be tortured.
Yeah, I fully adopted those children. We need to get them. Plus, the commotion might be over there by now. If everything's going down in the capital as hardcore as he says it is, there's a good chance that all of the attention of the Black faction is going to be on the capital.
I would just say that the way that fate has treated us so far on this journey, that there is no way that there's not Black faction members around our ship waiting for us when we get back there. Probably banking on the idea.
We don't know if Random
probably
might have dipped on the Black faction. We don't know.
What was this guy's name again?
Lou.
Lou.
Man, Lou.
Hey, well, Lou, do you know of any ports around the country that we could head to that we could probably buy a boat if we had to?
Well, Goins is the closest, but I suppose from there the next would be, let's see. Let's see. The next closest port. All of the cities sustained some damage, but uh, the small, the closest one after that would have to be, well, it's also a small one. It shouldn't do you too bad. It would be it would be Briss, yeah, Briss, if I recall correctly.
They're gonna make those kids slaves if we leave them. I don't think anyone is cool here on this ship with like that, right?
Yeah, I was thinking we could do like a sail by. We could get like a little burner ship. We could do a sail by on the Smiley Lime, hop on there, and then get out.
I
But
feel like all of us, or most of us,
Yeah,
were
see if it's
and that character building was invaluable to the character sheet. So I feel like those kids could use it. Plus, from the way that everything's talked about, it really sounds like they're Hachi's slaves already. So I don't really think it's gonna be much different, except maybe less violence or threats.
They're not my slaves. They are my children. They're my children.
yeah, he's been looking after them the past couple days.
If you don't believe him, roll insight on it.
I'm just saying, most
Hachi
of
Junior and
most
Hachi
of what I've
Baby.
heard about beating their asses or something.
Yeah, that's bonding, punishing. It's part of being a good parent.
It's called the Fist of Love.
No, you do not give them that. Do not give them that.
Yeah. So like I said, it's like once again, it's a little weird with all the terminology used for grown men with the kids, but it sounds like this is just kind of slavery with extra steps,
Listen, I mean, out of character, Garp made Luffy pretty strong. So, if Hachi wants to beat those kids, there's one piece. But I've never seen Hachi beat the kids, and if he says he loves them, then we need to save them because if we always help out our friends.
I will say, I agree with Gilly. We should go get a dinghy or a smaller ship, do a stock it up with some supplies, do a like little drive by, see if the ship is surrounded by black faction members, and if it is, you know what? I hate to say this, but those kids are on their own. I love them; they're my babies, but it'll make them strong.
How?
Yeah. I think, our top
It
priority
made me
is
strong.
getting out of here. I mean, Hachi, did you leave the Dnden with them? The Dnden I bought for
Oh,
you.
we do have Dindins.
They could steal the ship themselves to the port.
What was that? I can't hear Cody that well.
They could sail the ships themselves to the port and then meet us there.
I mean, I didn't give them
They
enough
know how
money
to
to
control the ship.
hire a helmsman. I only gave them like 20,000 berries.
Well, I guess we can ditch them if we're all in agreement to ditch
on
them.
the ship.
Honestly, I'm trying to recall how that would work. I do not believe they do, because you had all left the ship together when you went to the Black Faction base. And I don't recall any of you giving it back.
Yeah, because I know we all have. Yeah, I don't think we did, because I know we all have Dindins, but I don't think the kids have any on the ship. So Gilly's plan it is.
All right, let's do it.
We're doing a sail by.
Good old catch a Gilly.
Okay, so in the meanwhile, you do still make your trip first to, where was that? Oh yeah, first to the small residence of Loom. He guides you there. It's 4 hours. You take your shifts pedaling the wagon, and once you get there, he is able to provide a pair of horses. You notice about the place where he lives, it's not very big and it's in the middle of nowhere. There's a small patch of forest, and in the center, he's built up a shack for himself.
Huh. So you just live out here, huh?
Well, I don't really reside on this island. It was meant to be a temporary residence.
Oh, so you're not from here. I thought you were from here.
No, I only came in search of the metal. I've been here in the south for years, chasing after it.
Well, maybe you would have found it if you had a better nose.
Where are you from then?
Sorry, what?
I asked Lou where he's from.
Oh, uh, well, I've spent my life a little bit of everywhere, but I was born in the Grand Line.
Nice. Well, should we get these horses going and then get the hell out of here?
Get the horses
Yeah.
going, and you
Yeah, that's
get
enough
the
info
hell
for
out
me.
of there. All right. So you make for the Briss city, and it does take you some time. At night, you're forced to make camp because it's quite the distance away. This island is very large for you to traverse just by horse. As you make camp for the night, you build a fire. You didn't stock up on much food, unfortunately, so you go hungry, but it's only one day. You're nowhere near starvation yet. Morning comes, you break camp after the horses are able to rest, and you get back on your way. You're expected to reach Briss in about 6 hours. Is there anything you wish to discuss along the way?
I have a question, just in general. Were the kids left on the ship, or did they go to the Black Faction place with Hachinosuke and Snad?
They went to the Black Faction, but we asked Brand to send them back to the ship
Okay, okay.
before we left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we gave them money for supplies as well. I have a question too. Do we think that Bran went back to the Black Faction? He was pretty set on just like leaving if we gave him the devil fruit.
I think he probably went back to the Black Faction.
Yeah, probably. But
That this bastard went back there. Come on now.
I mean, we don't know how much his people were only looking for the fruit or what was going on. So,
Well, if it is the Sun Wukong fruit, that's a pretty powerful devil fruit. I'm going to assume it's a god.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Nah.
Even more reason to
Eh,
get these
all
horses
right.
out here.
yeah, I don't want to stay around to find
Yeah, I don't
out.
want to fight a devil fruit powered. Yeah, I don't want to fight a devil fruit powered brand.
Hey,
We barely took him out last time between me and Fang, so
yeah, we fought that thing once. I'm not trying to deal with that again.
Well, hey, maybe he won't roll a 5 and not be able to master it yet.
Fang's
Maybe he
yelling
won't
at
eat
God.
it and he'll give it to someone who will be better at using it.
That's what I'm more afraid of. So that's why I want to get out of here.
Maybe he'll give it to that gorilla.
Well, maybe Bran, and honestly, maybe he wasn't the smartest guy. His voice actor was shit. Maybe, maybe he, maybe he didn't put together that it was a Sun Wukong fruit, since as you guys said, there's only Greek gods in One Piece. So maybe he doesn't know it how special it is, so they haven't used it yet.
Maybe.
I
But
don't
I
wanna-
agree. I don't want to find out if they have used it.
All right. So, 2 more hours along your way, you're able to go before at last there is an interruption. Along your way, you're intercepted. A woman She carries an axe with her. She has brightly colored hair, which comes in blue, purple, and pink. She smiles. She's dressed in a bra and undergarments. She has a white cape.
Oh, so not part of the Black
A
Faction.
cape? A cape? Guys, that's a cape. I need that.
She points her great axe at you.
Starter with her.
Yo, lady,
She's just like
that's
in
a
the middle
sick
of the
ass
road.
cape. I am also
Yeah,
a
she's
Hunt
also
Stewart.
riding on a wolf and has a snake around her shoulders.
She
I love
sounds like she
capes.
likes some gold. Just give her some gold for the cape.
She's a boss.
How you
Doesn't
doing,
sound like
baby?
the Black Faction.
She's a boss.
I mean, she's human, so she's
Yeah, it
not
does
with the
not.
Black Faction.
She's definitely human. Should one
you
of us
doing?
talk to her?
I've been trying.
How you doing?
Oh,
It's
sorry, I
hard to
couldn't
hear
hear
you,
you.
Cody.
I just don't want to talk over anyone. I get really
If you have the
nervous.
ability, can you turn up your mic?
You're like quiet. You're. It's not. Like
Oh,
you're
I don't want to be too loud for
Yeah,
everyone,
it's
though.
your.
I think it's your
mean,
mic.
Yeah, I have you at 200.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
you're
barely
fine.
hear you.
Yeah.
So do I.
Can
Nope.
I ask this person
sorry,
her
guys.
name?
I'm just yelling at my dog.
She smiles and she says, "My name is Juniper.
Boo, 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 boo. Okay.
Communications have been sent out to make sure we don't let you get away.
Why?
You've stolen the Black Faction's treasure."
We didn't steal nothing. We worked hard for this. Come on.
Yeah, we didn't steal anything. We actually found it.
Well, you found it
if
when
I'm
you were meant
honest,
to be enlistees in the faction.
well, listen. If I'm honest, we were gonna bring you guys everything, a devil fruit and everything, and then Brand just grabbed the devil fruit and took off, so we didn't know what else to do.
Well, if that was true, you'd have tried to contact us, because
We
he
figured
made
that
sure
out
to
in the
do so
dungeon.
immediately.
We don't know
Just,
where we are.
it's been over a day, and you seem to
We have
know
no idea
full
where we're
well
at.
where you're headed.
You don't know anything about us, girl.
She smiles and she says, "You know what? That's fair. Leave all the treasure behind, and we won't pursue the matter."
Well, all we
We
got
give
there.
you all the gold, but we're keeping the metal.
Don't even mention the metal. I have a poncho on with pockets everywhere that holds the metal unseen and works as a bulletproof vest. So they do not even know about the metal.
You whispered.
As the swords.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the swords, just don't mention the swords. We'll give them all the gold, and Bran already stole the fruit, so that's all the treasure.
I don't remember agreeing to a
That's all the
bulletproof
treasure, all that
vest,
gold.
but we'll circle back around.
What? I have a poncho that used to be full of weapons everywhere to now having no weapons mastery, but I still have the poncho, so I can use the pockets for the metal.
No, I was talking about specifically the bulletproof part. Definitely didn't sign off on that one.
I was just adding it to see what would happen.
You're like infomercials.
You make this game fun.
You're like infomercials, like slipping that shit at the end.
Hold on. What's that, Cody?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just making a joke. Sorry.
Yeah,
No, you're good. I just didn't hear you.
The pockets, and then the physics of whatever happens. I am surrounded by metal with like a shield.
Oh, well.
Gilly, what do you say about all this? Should we just give her all this gold and because that's the only treasure?
Hey, how about we give you guys half of the treasure? We put in a lot of work to even get through that. We went through a lot, and you guys already got an insane devil fruit.
Don't even tell him that, dude.
I mean,
They know.
what? They know, either they know or they're not looking for Bran and they should be looking for him instead. That's what I'm saying.
Good point.
She replies, "Well, it's been brought to our attention you never would have been able to find the place at all without the Black Faction's information."
No, I went to the library, girl.
That's completely untrue. You were playing that little fox.
Oh, the same fox who gave you inside information on a faction member.
He's been a bad employee. Take it up with him.
I'd say the worst employee are the ones running away with all of the treasure.
I
It's
don't
not
know
like
what
we
to do.
were officially hired. We were sort of taken and forced into this.
I was under the impression you were
We did a
given
damn well good
to
job.
join.
Listen, Lou, are you gonna take half the gold and be on your way, or is this gonna be a problem?
He responds, "Well, we had an agreement. If I don't deliver your gold, I don't get my medal. So I can't stand for this."
I'm fine giving you all the gold. You're arguing with the wrong person.
Wait, Lou's not with this lady.
No.
That's what I meant. That's why I meant. I thought.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought the girl's name was. I meant to say that to the girl.
Oh.
Okay.
My mistake. I got the names mixed up. I'm saying to the girl, are you gonna be cool with us giving you half the gold and being on your way, or is this gonna be a problem?
The full amount of gold has already been reported, so I can't walk away with just half.
Well, I'm fine giving you all of it.
She looks around at everyone else.
Guys, we need to buy a ship at this town.
I'm just gonna steal a. I thought we were just gonna steal a ship.
I'd rather we have the Black
I
Faction
mean, if she's
after
gonna
us.
let us carry it.
Are we trying to get the Navy after us as well?
Take the gold, but leave
Yeah,
your cape.
we invaded a naval base. Do you not think that the Navy is after us already?
I mean, yeah. You know what?
Straight up kicked the head
Yeah,
off of
we're
a
pirates, no.
Marine. Are you?
No,
You
you're
put
right.
Marine to death as a human shield. That's how
Hey.
they're gonna word it.
That man
Forgot
shot
about that.
himself.
No, they're gonna word it like you had some power that did that. So we're already gonna be wanted.
I just want to say, Hachinosuke's like just fucking losing it at the memory of Gilly letting that dude die in his arms. He's just like,
And that was funny.
He shot himself.
We all thought it was funny, but the papers aren't gonna say it was hilarious like we saw.
All right.
That's true.
All right. You all argue about this, and while you do, Loon speaks up. "Oh, you lily livers. I said I was gonna deliver your gold because I want the medal. I'm not settling for this."
You motherfucker. You had to bring up the gold in front of her.
She knows about the gold. I'm not giving him any of the metal.
Oh.
Hey, Lou
From
did have a
inside
deal.
his,
He
from
said he'd help
inside his
us.
cloak,
Loom wants half of my medal. I'm still fine giving him that when we get to wherever we're going. Like, you know, when we get off this island, I'll give him that. I'm totally fine with that. This has nothing to do with that.
are you saying that to him?
I whispered it to him so that the chick can't hear.
He says, "Nonsense.
Well, then you know
You
what, Lou?
said
You take the
I
first.
delivered."
You take the first move against this girl, then.
He reaches into his cloak and he pulls
Alright, are
out
we
his
doing this,
war
guys?
hammer. He hops off the
fuck,
wagon
we're doing this.
carrying it and he says, "Fine. It was all part of the job description. You asked for help, I'll give it to you.
Cool.
But I'm not sure I can take on those pets of hers. I'll need some assistance."
Oh, I'm joining
You
in.
guys are at least decent in a fight, right?
No, I'm awful.
Well, I'm going last.
We're all
Yeah.
decent in a fight. I one shot at that Fox dude last time we tussled.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh.
To be fair, you didn't one shot him. I beat the shit out of him, and then you shot him.
No, the last time that we fought him, was during that like nighttime thing. I think I went first and just my arm can hit and it was over.
How'd you
No,
know
I went
Skate?
first and did like 20 something damage, and he was on his knees, and then you shot him. It was awesome.
It's
Yeah,
plus our
when you
True,
guys
dex.
true.
I'm so happy I get to use
when you
that.
guys told him to make the first move, you meant it.
Yeah, I did mean it.
Okay, let's get all ready.
Aaron.
Oh my god, it's been so long. Is it exclamation roll? I
It's
forgot.
been like
Yeah.
a week and a half. Yeah, it's exclamation roll, my man.
I don't know why I forgot this time. Damn.
We all sucked.
Except for Aaron. Aaron did okay.
Well, it sounds like you go first, Lou.
1 second. Which of these is initiative? Just over there. Two
Oh,
of those are missing
whether
dexterity.
it matters.
Okay. One more. Just rolling an initiative here quick. Plus. Okay. Yeah, Loom is going to go first. So, as the fight begins, Juniper hops off of her wolf and onto the ground. She charges with her axe. Loom's in the forefront because he'd gotten off the wagon first. Oh yeah, so that's just to say where they are. It's not her turn, it's Loom's turn. She's not actually moving, making that clear. I realized I was talking too much. So yeah, he's going to make a move against her after she's jumped off her horse. He is swinging both hands with his Warhammer. Warhammer. Okay. So he runs over. He's going to roll to hit. He swings it pretty steadily. He swings wide. He puts both his hands on it, swings. She's able to duck beneath, but as she does so, she smiles. He swings it down for one more attack. Let's see. What's her armor class? Her armor class, does he beat it? Yes, he does on the second attack. She takes.
Oh, go Lou.
Wait, what's her HP? Okay, there it is. She takes 17 damage.
Nice.
It looks like it bothered her quite a bit, but she's still standing, still on both her feet. Next highest initiative was hers. Okay, so at this point, she's going to call on one of her. She's going to call on her wolf. She signals over at
We're
it
gonna have to kill
to.
those animals too.
The wolf's got to roll initiative.
No, it uses her
He
initiative.
did already.
I hope the snake doesn't
Oh,
too.
okay.
3 characters getting initiative from one person. That just seems unfair.
It's how her ability works. It substitutes
Okay.
her attack action.
She's got like an animal speech. Yeah, I was just say she's got some kind of animal speech perk or something, or wild tamer.
Okay, so the wolf rushes over and it's going to snap at him. Okay, Loom's taking the attack. The first one, that's going to be a hit. The second one, that will be a miss. He is going to sustain a total of 12 damage. He takes 12 damage. Only one attack connects. Next in the order of initiative is Aaron. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna. How far does my musket shoot?
She's within range. Over 100 feet. Around 100 feet.
All right, I just want to just like make sure like I'm as far away and as safe as possible away from all of this commotion, as in hopes to not lose any more limbs, and I'll take a shot with my musket.
Understandable. Roll to hit.
Good.
Okay, what's your plus? Dexterity.
That's 17 then.
Okay, and you're proficient. Okay, so 19. You're aiming directly at her?
Yep.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
I don't know what
D12 plus 3.
plus 3.
Yeah, plus 3.
Nice.
And then can I take a
Nice.
bonus action to hide?
No, you can't do that as a. You don't have that, right?
I have fancy footwork. And I'm not
Fancy
within her
footwork.
combat range, so she shouldn't be able to take an opportunity attack against me if I'm using a
Wasn't that
musket.
wasn't that a different feature? Wasn't fancy footwork the one which lets you disengage?
Yes. Lets me
Yeah, that does.
disengage. Okay. All right.
That's a different ability.
All right. Yeah. Then I'm done.
Okay. Next in the order of initiative will be let me just find that Gilly.
Gilly, let's go.
All right, guys. Sorry, we should have just gone from the jump. I'm getting scared these days. I gotta just believe in myself. You know, we're pirates. We're pirates. We're pirates. And I take 3 swings at the wolf.
Yep. I knew it was coming.
I start punching my chest, getting hyped.
Actually, two swings at the wolf.
Aaron stares shakily in the corner.
I don't think I've gotten any stats and stuff for the new sword, so there's still sheath, I guess.
They should just be super strong anyway.
I mean, am I gonna test them on the battlefield? I mean,
We'll worry about that later.
yeah. I don't know if Sam has anything prepared for those. Yeah.
I'm testing my devil fruit my turn.
Well, I like that.
Nice.
Okay. So the first swing is a 16.
16. That'll hit.
All right.
Nice. Ooh. Nice.
Okay, 15 damage. That's a big one. You slash at it, and you can see it cry out a bit, and its eyes redden.
Poor doggy.
You just
Sorry,
pissed off
pup.
that dog.
It's unlucky you got the wrong master, I guess. Then I take another swing at it.
Are we gonna steal this dog?
Fig, you know this guy?
I did.
Oh,
Is this your
that
cousin?
20
Damn.
Oh,
Fuck!
boy.
The wolf is cut in half.
on the second.
Oh, that's gonna smart. Go ahead and roll.
Alright.
Oh, well.
Boy, that's like a super critical or something.
Dang, your cousin's dead.
That was my
Wow.
sister.
I
That was
rolled so low. Oh my god.
Unlucky. While the second hit doesn't do as much damage, it is still able to cut into the wolf. It dashes away just slightly after the first strike and tries to protect itself, and it's successful. It sustains only 8 more damage. Okay, will that be your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, you end your turn there. Next in the order of initiative is Bang.
Okay. I'm creating a new move where I try to grab them by the feet with my devil fruit and position them in a way that's easier to aim at and then take fire at them. I call it grass fence.
Okay, I'm going to need you to make a constitution ability check to try reel your fruit in for that.
What do I roll?
1d20 plus, let's see, nothing.
No, anything to add to it?
You have 0 constitution and you aren't proficient yet.
I got 16.
Okay, 16. 16 isn't too bad. So you're able to do it. Wait, who's your target?
I honestly wanted to grab, if I couldn't grab both animals, then grab the wolf's like feet since it's near the ground and try to make like leaves grow around it like it's like a I don't even know, like a rosewood.
Okay. So you point your hand at the wolf, and leaves fire off from your hands. They peel off as if they're your skin. Oh, you have fur.
Like, oh,
They
nice.
peel off as if you're shooting off hairs, and the leaves shoot straight at the wolf's feet, and they pin it down. It's going to it's going to make a strength saving throw, but your save DC is extremely low.
Okay.
Let's see. It succeeds. You are not able to pin it.
Well, okay. Well,
Damn!
Does it use its action to try to break free at least, or
It's it's just the saving throw to see if it actually gets captured or not, and it rolled an 18.
well,
does that do any damage at least?
It was a restraining move, so no.
and that's what I wanted to say too was what I'm thinking of is that would be like an additional pre-movement thing where okay, I try to trap him and then I shoot him. All I wanted to do after that was shoot it with my pistol.
Oh no, didn't I say that was going to take your action?
You did not for real.
Because that kind of move usually is an action.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it sounds like it could be a helpful move where if I could trap someone,
Yeah.
the next person can
Then,
get him.
like advantage for the rest of the team. That's usually how that kind of.
Okay.
Busted.
This time, I mean, I came close, but you know that sounds like a good move for the future, guys.
Was hella
All
hype.
right.
You
That's a
had me
fucking dope
fucking
move, man.
jumping.
Hell yeah.
What was
Next
that
up,
again? Oh, sorry. You moving on. Cool.
yeah. Next up is Aaron.
Oh man,
Oh,
I'm
did I not get a carrot
spooked.
time?
What about Hachinosuke?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hachi-
I meant Hachinosuke. Sorry. I wasn't looking directly at the things.
All right, I'm gonna charge crazy hair woman and just start melee attacking her.
Okay, so go ahead. You're able to hop down and get right.
It's
Yeah.
+5 for my 20. Okay.
Yes, +5 to hit.
I'm gonna attack her. All right, I'm
Your first
15.
attack misses.
All right, I'm gonna roll again. Don't worry, boys. I got 6 arms. Oh, I got 4.
And that
Yeah,
one misses worse.
and that one missed too. I'm just setting myself up to be the target.
Oh, you will not be prioritized at this rate, trust me. Oh, that one connects.
Nice.
All right, what's my damage?
Let's see. Your damage for
1.
that should be 1d4 plus 3, I think.
Okay.
Ah,
And we're going again.
this is your last one.
Yes. Come on.
15
Damn
does
it.
not hit. So you're able to swing at her 4 times, and while the trajectory of seeing 4 fists come at her is disconcerting, she's able to evade most of them using her axe to fend you off. One of them does manage to get through and connects with her midsection for some slight damage. Okay, top of the round, it's Loom. Loom is up next. So, seeing that she has sustained some damage, he is going to be making an attack of his own. He widens the stance of his feet, plants both hands on the warhammer again. He swings it really far back, and you can tell he grits his teeth as he goes in for this one. It's a big swing. And that's going to be how much is that? Math.
Get out of her.
Unfortunately, he misses again. She's able to duck beneath the trajectory of the attack and evade it. He swings wide and a gust of wind flies off of his hammer.
Ooh.
Damn, Lou, we both in the same boat.
Yeah, he sweats a bit, and next in the order of initiative, it will switch back to Juniper. So Juniper sees that you guys are trying to gang up on her. What can she do about it?
A snake.
Well, let's see. She hops on top of her wolf. She mounts it since it was by her side. And this is going to increase her movement speed. She's going to retreat 40 feet.
Oh, fuck, she's running.
Oh, she's going to retreat 50 feet. It has a higher speed than that.
No opportunity attacks.
You can make attacks of opportunity. All 3 of you who had made melee attacks before can each get an attack of opportunity.
I would like to try that too with my bloodhounds, since both her and the wolf are bleeding.
You were not within melee range, so only Hachinosuke, Gilly, and Loom can make attacks of opportunity.
Let's do it. What am I gonna roll?
Just a fist attack. Loom connects with his hammer.
I'll
So
let you go
that's
first,
something.
Billy.
Loom deals 13. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, she shouldn't
Focus
be.
the wolf. Hit the wolf. Focus the wolf so she doesn't get that extra movement speed, guys.
Yes, good idea. Good idea. Great idea.
I shout over to the crew. I shout over. Make sure we get the wolf.
Damn.
Gilly, that's gonna be some friendly fire. And that last one connects.
So he kills the wolf.
Oh, it
Yeah, I'm going
was
for the wolf.
okay, but it was just a regular fist attack, so it probably won't kill the wolf.
His main attacks are fists, man. They're weapons.
Yeah, but you know, his basic moves, the ones which don't consume stamina, don't do much damage.
Oh,
Hey, 7 isn't bad. You punch it and you can tell that its knees buckle for a moment before it's able to get away. Gilly, roll your damage. You're going to hit Hachinosuke. No, you're going to hit Loom, actually. He was closer to you because you are both in the wolf range.
All right.
Thank God.
Sorry. Oh, max roll.
man,
Damn.
Loom is dead.
Unlucky.
Sorry, Loom.
No, he's still standing on his feet. He hasn't taken too much damage yet. So after this, she's able to increase her distance to 50 feet, seeing that melee combat is unfavorable. And her snake slithers into her arms as it converts itself into a bow. She is going to take aim and begin firing arrows. A quiver was concealed beneath her white cape.
That's a lot of movements, man. This move.
She just ran
That's
away and
fake.
now
Ain't a
is
double proof.
firing. You're overthinking this.
Maybe you're underthinking this. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not accusing you of underthinking. You do the
No, I
most.
know, I know, I know. I can take a joke.
And I mean,
Oh,
I just wanted to make sure you knew it was a
Can
joke.
you-
Because
yes, yes.
the arrows are all aimed at Hachinosuke or something instead of, Fang.
Oh, what
Well,
the
let's
fuck?
see. Who dealt the most damage? It was Loom. She does not. Yeah, she doesn't want Loom catching up with her, so she's aiming for him. Let's see. How many attacks does she make when she uses her bow? I didn't look over this right before the session. My bad. Uh,
Are any of those within
okay.
range for me to martial guard?
No, because you stepped back. You'd have to be next to them.
Okay.
So yeah, firing at Loom, the first shot misses. She takes aim, she reloads, she uses her fast hands on a second shot. Second shot is going to connect. That's going to be how much damage? Let's roll this. 7. Wait. Oh, sorry. No, she doesn't take the second shot. The first one missed. It was one of those conditional ones. Yeah. So she misses one shot and that ends her turn. Next up is who was first from you guys? Was it Gilly?
First was Aaron, and then I think after she went, it was supposed
Aaron.
to be Loom.
Okay, Aaron, go ahead. Sorry, I forgot to
It
write
was
them down.
Lou, her, and then Aaron.
Okay,
It was Lou,
Aaron,
her,
Gilly,
Aaron, and then Gilly.
Oh, not bad.
Gilly, and then Fang and Hachi. All right, I noted it down now. Okay, next up is going to be Aaron. Go ahead. What's your action?
I'm just gonna take aim at the wolf and shoot with my musket again.
Okay, I realized I may have been misinforming you about the musket range. Just going to confirm. You can definitely reach, you might have disadvantage. Just checking the range, I'll tell you in 1 second. Okay, it has a normal range of 40 feet, and between 40 and 120, you have disadvantage, but you can close in a bit. Do you move closer to avoid the disadvantage?
No, I don't move in closer. I stay far back. I'll just roll with disadvantage.
All right, go ahead.
One of those is a 1. I shoot someone.
Okay, you're going to get eeny, meeny, miny.
Just say
Fang is closest to you.
Just say
Adam.
Fang was closest to you. So you try to fire your musket and you trip and it shoots Fang. Roll your damage.
90-degree angle from where the enemies are. He literally points straight and then turns around and shoots me instead.
Pretty much. I mean, a critical fail is a very big problem. You take 7 damage.
You're getting fucking closer next time. I'll tell you that.
I'm not moving. I'm scared. I'm more scared of losing a leg than I am of you.
I'm straight up gonna arm cannon you in one move. My turn.
Cannon move. You go ahead. See where you end up.
Oh, can I do that, Sam?
Nothing's stopping
No.
your character.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Juniper sees you dissenting and smiles.
Good. I'm glad I can make the girl laugh.
Fang, you're up. Wait, Gilly's turn.
And yo, you better one shot her because I am gonna shoot. Cody.
You're not gonna hit. You're gonna fucking critical hit
Isn't it
yourself.
her turn? And then it's mine?
Wait, what? How do I write this down? No, I think it's your turn, Gilly.
Oh, okay.
And then Fang.
I'm gonna move 40 feet, and then I'm gonna use a dash action and get behind her.
Oh, wait. Let me just check one quick thing. Oh, wait, no, you're a swordsman anyway. It's fine. Yeah, you dash and you're able to get behind her.
And I'm gonna wait there. You're not getting away
Alright.
from us.
Okay, you're back within her melee range. Next in the order of initiative will be Fang.
So, how far am I from Cody?
You are next to each other, Fang and Aaron.
So, if my cannon has a range of normal 60 feet to 120 feet, since I'm right next to him, that should be a huge amplifier for the hit, right?
No. Ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage within 5 feet.
So, can I use my movement to go back 5 feet
Y-
to not be right
yes.
next to him and shoot with the thing?
You can, but you will provoke an
He's
attack of
trying to shoot
opportunity
Cody,
if
just-
Aaron chooses to use it.
His attacks haven't really hurt, so sure. He's literally friendly fired me like 5 times. Sure.
All right, you take the step back. Aaron, do you take the attack of opportunity?
No.
Thank you. I arm cannon him.
Roll to
Still
hit.
got it. He doesn't have to roll the hit. It's an automatic hit when I martial guard.
No, you only use. Wait, what?
No,
you only use that.
impervious. I use impervious so that as a passionate warrior who backs down, you meet all attacks head on when a ranged attack has been successfully made against you or passes through your space. The attack automatically connects, and the damage you deal against it is deducted from the damage it would otherwise deal to its target.
Oh no, you misunderstood. The attack you make against the thing automatically hits. But okay, first, his attack does hit you either way, so you can use impervious. I just meant you can only use impervious if the ranged attack would hit you.
Or
You don't
it
have to
passes
say
through my space.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I stepped away for like half a second. Why are they fighting each other?
Because I shot him, because I took disadvantage, because I don't want to get close and lose another limb to an enemy, because I'm a scared boy.
Yes, I shot him with my arm cannon, pretty close range. and
Wait,
rolled
why are you...
15.
You're shooting him because he mistakenly hit you?
I'm also going to use Strength and Strike so that I use 2d4 instead of 1d4.
Are you sure that's all you want to do?
If I die, I die. It's okay.
No, I mean, I highly recommend you use something stronger than that. It's his
Yep.
strongest move.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to. No, I mean, if I die, I die. That's just it. Aaron should have moved closer, but he's been a coward, and I just feel like he hasn't done much to contribute. I mean, this is.
Okay.
He's not going to use it. He's not going to use that at this time. It's not the time.
If he's a coward who took actions out of, self-preservation, wouldn't he try his hardest to preserve himself now, 2 seconds later?
He also doesn't know what the woman's going to do either, and he should keep that in his back pocket. So, like,
I think he's enough to know that there is no later if he doesn't. Okay, first go ahead and roll Fang's damage on the arm cannon.
What is the damage?
A lot. It's like
I
8d6
know
or
it's
something.
it's like 8d6 or something. It is 8d6 plus 3.
We're about to get a new crewmate, guys. We're about to get a new crewmate.
Yeah, so how about Aaron uses Fist of Love? I'm just saying.
No, because Aaron is an unlucky character I've been playing who's done nothing but shoot his teammates. So it's all good.
Oh.
Too bad.
Cody's trying to kill him so we can get a new character.
Okay, 26. You said you're using Strengthened Strikes. Go ahead and roll your damage. 2d4 plus Strength. 9. You deduct 9 damage. You try to punch the cannonball close range, but the force carries through into your fist regardless. You're only able to mitigate it slightly. You take 17. 17's above your grave damage threshold. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh,
Oh, what's your Constitution?
0.
Oh no, you have a +2 and you're proficient. You get exactly 15. Your arm does not break.
Good. I just wanted to
Oh.
send a message.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away from this crew now. And we'll
I don't think you can run, dude. I'll take back the leg.
just take it. I'll stay here. I'll let the Black Faction find me. I'll train with them, and I'll become the new big bad evil guy.
But then you'll never find out where your father is.
Why would the Black Faction not help me if I decide to want to turn on you guys? But I'm unconscious. I'm not saying anything.
No,
I just
you're still
humble
standing.
myself that I know where he is.
Oh, well, I'm not talking to you guys, so I just punched it, I guess, and I'm just standing there. I said nothing.
Okay, putting this aside, next up is Hachi.
Yeah, what the fuck, guys? What the I'm basically gonna try to do the same thing that Gilly did in Dash.
Okay, you also get within
Dash
the
Soldier.
yeah, you go within the wolf's melee range. So both of you are right there. That'll be your action though, and Loom is up next. Let's see, Loom, what do you do? He does the same thing. He also dashes up, and now all three of you are next to the wolf again. So she sees this, and this is problematic. So this time she is going to use her full action to make the wolf dash. She grabs onto its fur and it sprints away at full speed. You get your attacks of opportunity. Go ahead. The three within melee range. Loom is able to connect. He deals 13 more damage. But he was aiming at her unintelligently. So he does not hit the wolf. He hits Juniper. She's still standing. She looks beaten up. That one really rocked her. She starts bleeding. Gilly, you are able to connect. Who are you targeting?
I'm targeting the wolf again.
Okay, you're targeting the wolf. Roll your damage.
Am I allowed to use brutal on this as well?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Okay.
I trust you're taking care of your stamina.
Yeah.
Okay. So, about that, you deal 11 damage. If you had not used Brutal, the wolf would still be alive on 1 HP.
Oh my god.
So as it tries to dart forward, you're able to get a quick slash in, and you take its legs off. As it crashes to the ground, it then bleeds out. Let's see. The last attack from Hachinosuke misses. Juniper barrel rolls onto the ground because the wolf wasn't able to complete the dash. Does she do it herself? No, without the wolf, she cannot outrun you guys. What does she do? What does she do? Does she have anything useful here? Come on, any high damage attack? Man, tamers are useless. Really nothing. Okay, I guess she's just going to whip out her two hand axes. And she targets, let's see, who killed her wolf? Gilly. She targets you, Gilly, using a pair of hand axes. First attack, let's roll to hit. She rolls, okay, 20 hits, not a nat 20, dirty.
Yeah, that it's.
Okay, that's going to deal that plus that. Plus 1.
I've never
You
heard an ominous addition before.
It's just that I'm not doing it with a calculator, so my brain slows down sometimes. You take 14 on the first hit.
Ugh.
You can tell she really flexes her muscles as she tries to cut into you with these hand axes. Small as they are, they pack a bit of a punch, and then she swings the second one at you, but you're able to slink back. It doesn't connect with your midsection. She stands there, panting, bleeding out. She makes an attempt to just get away 30 feet. She just like walks on, but like she's not dashing, so she doesn't really get out of your range. She just makes sure to get further away from the long range fighters. Next up is Aaron.
Can I walk within range to hit her with my musket?
No, she's gotten really far away now. Oh wait, to
Alright,
hit with the musket. Oh,
Yep,
yeah, you can get within 40 feet. She's 80 from you.
awesome. Yeah, then I'll hit with the. I'll take aim with the musket and
Oh
try to
wait,
shoot her.
sorry. You can't. I thought you could move 40 feet. Your movement speed is 30. Sorry, that was my bad.
Alright, so can I just move towards her then?
Yeah, with it, you can get within 50 feet. It's still disadvantage.
I just won't shoot then. I'll just keep walking towards her.
So you dash.
No, that would cost my action. I'm just gonna walk.
Oh,
I would
so
have
you're going to end.
disadvantage on a dash because of my peg leg, so I'm good.
No,
I
I just
just-
mean if you aren't using your action anyway, I don't see the
just-
problem with.
I already know I would get disadvantage. I got disadvantage on the musket from shooting it. I know how this world is. I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing.
You don't get
Just
to
let
pick.
me take my action. I'm done. Thank you.
Okay. Gilly, you're up next.
Gonna look at her and just say, I noticed that you're not a mink, and I was told that everyone in the faction was a mink other than the boss, so I'm wondering why you're even doing this.
She says, well, it's not just. The boss is a mink. It's mainly minks in the faction, but there are a few of us. I always grew up with and with and around animals, so I was one of the special entries, one of the tamers. Any chance you're asking me these questions so my sob story can convince you to let me go?
I just want to know why you made such a dumb decision to attack us.
Yep.
Was it
She
worth it?
sighs. And she says, well, for as far back as I can remember, the boss has taken care of me, so I've done all the work for him. Every single bit, and I have no regrets. He gave me a much better life than I would have lived otherwise.
I respect your resolve. And then I do 3 attacks on her.
Go ahead.
That's not Captain.
Will the dice be on her side?
Alright.
Know that I am always rooting for NPCs. It's more fun that way.
The hell?
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, you typed that, right? I guess the bot just
Oh.
had a problem.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
good
come on.
now.
I feel like the first one would have missed. You know, I'm just saying.
Ah, man, it's too bad.
How about you roll that one more time, huh? I'm a bit skeptical.
I respect your resolve.
Let's go. That one misses. Wait, you rolled damage
No,
anyway.
that's
Darn.
damage. That's damage on the first one. I hit the
Okay,
first
yeah.
one.
Yeah, you say you respect her resolve. You draw one of your short
Oh,
swords and
man.
you swing it straight at her throat. Her head is severed. It rolls on the ground.
Hey, you
Nice.
just cut that bitch's head off.
Is
Her
the
snake, yeah,
yeah, I was about to say, is the snake like just moving around?
it squeals out in anguish.
Oh.
And
I was
then-
about to say, if it's still alive, I'm taking another attack at that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. It's still your turn.
Yeah.
Man, how come you get to deal the final blow on every enemy?
I don't know.
Actually, I forgot how much HP this snake had.
8.
Does that hit? Oh, real quick. I always lose the. I'm scrolling too far. The AC. Where is the AC? 14.
Of a snake.
Yes. Oh, wait, I found it. What's her dex? Oh, its AC was 14. It hits.
Alright.
Cut that snake in half, Gilly. Teach it like you taught its master. I want its teeth too.
You want to get a hit in, Hachi?
Yeah.
Just his dead body. Wow, we can actually eat the snake and the wolf real quick to get some extra health.
You deal 11
Yeah,
damage,
Gilly is
so you
cooked.
slash at it once, and the snake does not die yet.
Alright, I have another attack. I'm just trying to clean up this.
Can we just all agree out of table, like how badass it was that Dan just walked up and was like, I respect your resolve, and got the bitch's head off? Like, that was insane.
That was awesome.
Gotta
Also,
give her
just
an
to correct
honorable death.
myself, not all yeah, right. Not all women are bitches. This chick's just a bitch because she attacked us.
Yeah, we're trying to leave. We don't even want to fight.
We were gonna give her half the gold.
Right?
She got her head cut off.
Yes, she made a mistake.
I said, is it gonna be like your problem?
Alright,
You
do
deal
another
9 more damage. Okay, this snake was actually pretty beefy, and look, it's bleeding out and it looks scared, but it's not dead yet.
It's the strongest snake I've ever seen.
Especially against swords, for Christ's sake.
Okay,
Is this a
next
Shandian
up.
god? No.
Nope, it's a Kuja companion.
No.
Bang, you're up next.
Oh, we just killed a fucking huge pirate.
How close am I to the snake? Can I shoot it or something?
You're 80 feet away.
Can I run towards
You
it
would
as
have to
much as
move.
I can and then shoot it?
Your cannon needs to reload.
No, I just mean with a musket. I'm not gonna waste a
Oh.
can on this thing. With a
Oh.
pistol.
Do you have a pistol? You got a rifle.
Okay, with the rifle then.
Let me check the rifle range. I only had the musket range here. Just one quick second.
You're fine, dude. I'm sure you are in real life too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, listen to his voice. He's gotta be a good-looking dude. I refuse to believe anything different in my head.
I will neither confirm nor
Sam has
deny
a
that.
real doll in my head.
I'll never confirm or deny that your voice sings me to sleep every night. It is what it is.
Oh, are you calling me boring?
I said sings.
All right. So yeah,
Damn.
it's within the
Hey,
rifle
what
range.
is
You
my
and Dutch.
voice? I think of your voice.
No, dude,
Stop, please. Let's save it for after the session.
Okay, what is
Yeah.
roll
Yeah,
1d20?
Yeah. Roll 1d20 to hit.
Do I have any
Plus, it uses Dex. That's +5.
hey, maybe I'll get the final blow on one of these things. Okay.
After using your strongest attack on
Not
a
everything.
teammate.
Hey man, shit happens, man. We had argument.
Oh, good golly. That's going to be 4d10.
Okay. Roll 4d.
It's almost impossible for you not to kill it, and sure enough, it dies.
I'm really
So
close,
after
though.
you, yeah, after you drop, oh wait, no, Aaron didn't fall to the ground. Yeah, after you fire at him to teach him a lesson, as you said, you grab your rifle, you whip it out, and like a marksman, right at the edge of your gun's range, you take a shot at the snake, and right between the eyes, you blow its brains out.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's the end of the fight, Loom says. You see, was that something worth being so afraid of?
Honestly, not really, man. You're right. We should take your advice more often.
No.
I'm
Let's
gonna
get a
take
move
her
on.
teeth and then
Loom
raid her
looks at-
body.
Take the whole head.
Loom looks at you and says,
I
"Aren't
don't
we in a
want the head,
rush?
I just want the teeth.
The faster we get
I
out
have
of
a
here,
plan
the
for the teeth.
faster I get my metal."
Just take the whole head, and then you can get the teeth later.
Okay, I'll take the whole head. I want those teeth.
Aaron,
Guys,
Fang,
I
what the
promise
hell
the
was
teeth thing is
that?
gonna pay off.
I tried to stay in the pack
Yeah,
as not
it's
to
either
lose
that,
any more
guys.
limbs, and I misfired my rifle at Fang, and it seems Fang must have misfired his cannon as well. I don't know what happened.
To
We don't have.
clear up any confusion, I would rather have. I wonder if there was somehow a reincarnated crewmate who wasn't a coward. If I killed this one, would that happen? But I don't know for sure. I'm not trying to
No.
kill Aaron. I just really
Well,
wanted
if
to
I'm
say
a
that.
coward, why did you get 5 feet behind me even? I was trying to stay in the back. It sounds like you were being pretty cowardly and your weapon just misfired on me.
I didn't move
All
because
right.
You moved 5 feet back behind me, so you were behind and trying to get further away from the fight.
I was actually trying to move
Guys.
further away from you to be in
We
range.
don't have time for this, Fang. We need to get the treasure out of here, and we're in a hurry. So let's worry about the treasure and worry about the little things later.
I agree. I just wanted to say, and then
Well,
last
no, have your plans for later. We'll go in. Come on. And we need to start moving.
true.
You're going to be on the same vehicle for a few more hours.
She didn't kill me, so I don't care. Like, I'm not talking to him.
Okay,
I said we need to hurry. We need to move. We're going.
All right,
Let's
you
go.
get on your way.
Hey, we'll settle it later. Let's go.
one, and he wanted to think it was a mistake that I shot him.
So the
we all know
the
it
rest
wasn't a
of the
mistake.
All right. As we're paddling to the town, I'm just gonna, while we're in complete silence, just talk to the whole crew and just say, guys, if anyone here wants to leave, I'll give you your cut and you can get out of here. But I'm trying to have a crew that stays with us, doesn't fight, and focuses on the goal. It's okay to fight, but
Listen,
actually hurting each other we don't have time for that.
I'm going to agree with Gilly. We all have different goals here, but we can be of assets to each other. Fang, I know that you're hot tempered, but when it comes down to it, we have to have each other's backs completely, or else we will all fall apart.
I agree. And when there's a person in the crew who, instead of trying to help out the crew in a battle and instead just worrying about only themselves, I take that as I'd rather have this crewmate dead.
Saying
So-
you have done nothing but worry about
Aaron is
yourself as the
clearly
Dutch character.
Yeah,
Hold on.
If I
Hold
think
on.
a crewmate
Listen,
doesn't have my back,
Fang, just a few fights ago, you also chose self-preservation, and none of us judged you for it.
I don't
This
remember.
is the time to stand together. I do. You stayed back and used your arm cannon against the golem,
That's
so
not.
that you did not earn enraged.
Guys.
That's
I
still,
am not.
that is
I am
still
not-
self-preservation, my man.
Dude, shut up, dude. I am not trying to say that I do not. If he attacked, if he did whatever, and it worked out well, or it not even worked out well, but just an attempt to attack or anything like that, I'm totally fine. What I took offense to was the running backwards, in particularly, and staying there. I did not take offense to if you are still attacking the enemy just because you don't move forward. I don't even understand the rule functionality of moving. So as long as you're doing something, I don't care. It's when you run backwards and act like a coward that Fang has a problem with it. So
I was running towards her to get within range for my musket, if you're talking about that, and the only person who moved back in that fight was Fang to move 5 feet behind me.
You chose to stay back and shoot at a disadvantage, if I remember correctly.
And you chose to shoot me instead of choosing to even try to hit the enemy. So by your own logic, you're just a hypocrite.
So real talk, if you hadn't walked forward with your next move instead of doing whatever, I would have used my rifle shot to the back of your head. I didn't do that because you moved forward. So regardless of whatever, Gilly, I'm fine with working as a crew, whatever. But if I ever sense that a crewmate's not after the same goals that we all are or I am, and if that's a battle, whatever, I'll take actions myself.
Hey, well, Fang, I
He
have to be
one of
honest
us
with you.
intentionally shot the other crewmate. That's all I'm saying.
Fang, it's not your job to judge the crewmates.
Next time, and it's your job to keep him in line. So either you do that, or I take him out.
Aaron is clearly traumatized from his fight with the Black Faction. We have to give him time to heal mentally and to heal physically, even if he has actually. Wait, he's already healed. But we have to give him time to heal mentally.
You were able to move
He
on
has
from
to gain
losing
his
a leg in
confidence back.
1 day. It's not that easy for most people.
Understand why he can't.
Because some people are built different, and that's what it comes down to. I trust Aaron with my life.
You have to cut down dead trees in a forest for the forest to be healthy, and sometimes that's what has to happen. So Gilly, you keep it under control, or I will, and that's the end of the conversation to me.
At this point, Loom chimes in and he says, "Jeez, quit your yammering. It's like, it's just like it was before I retired. Are you gonna chat my ear off the whole way to the town?"
Good point.
Yeah, good point.
Fair point. Fair point.
Good. It won't serve my record well as someone just making a transaction if you all get yourselves killed before we get there. So please do a good job of staying alive.
That is
Sorry,
true.
I
We do
didn't get
need to
that.
stay alive.
Okay, yeah. So, once I'm out of your sight with my cut of the metal, feel free to kill yourselves. I won't care no more. Until then, let's just all be acquaintances.
Yeah, no problem. I have no problem with anyone on the crew.
Honestly, nor do I.
Okay, so the rest of your journey, although tension does exist, goes by peacefully. No more interruptions, and you're able to arrive in the town of Briss without much difficulty. The place is clearly more dilapidated than the other cities you've been to on the island, but by the general South Blue standard, it's still pretty good, decent, upright. Yeah, all that good stuff. Once you enter the city, you can
I
tell
missed
that,
it.
yeah, you can tell that the
Oh, sorry,
buildings
James. I
are
thought you were done.
damaged. Oh, no, 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 it's fine, it's fine. The buildings are damaged, the streets look very largely deserted, and it's pretty quiet.
Does it look recently damaged and deserted?
Uh, some of the a lot of the damage looks new.
Hmm.
We need to sneak through here.
Well,
Loom,
what does Loom think about what's going on here?
Loom, you said we could get a ship here?
Well, I said it was the next closest dock. I didn't say much else about it.
Aw, you motherfucker.
Guys,
I mean, my information
if
about
it's
this
deserted,
place isn't
we
as
can
up
just
to
take a
date.
ship.
Is there any ships here?
Well, if there's a dock, hopefully.
Well,
I
no,
haven't been able to get
take one.
information.
If the idea is to take one and then do a drive by of the lime pirate ship, why don't we just take
Smiling
one?
Rhyme, yeah.
Well,
That's my thoughts.
Wait, what'd you say, Hachi?
I said that's my thoughts. We should just take a ship and get out of here as quick as possible.
All right, let's head to the dock and see if anyone's around or if there's any ships.
Okay. As everyone appears in agreement, um, you begin to head into the city. The sound of the horses' hooves echo through the mostly deserted town. You don't seem to hear many people up and about, but every now and then you can see people stare at you through their windows, through small openings in the curtain. As you continue along toward the dock, you do not encounter anyone out on the streets. You arrive at the docks. There, from a small distance away at least, you can see that there seem to be Marines gathered.
oh, can I tenderly grab Aaron and whisper in his ear that I'm only a dog, and according to the three of you, violence means love. So just take that as you were.
Him dead in his eyes as he touches me, and I remove his hand, and I say, "Not a word unless it's about getting out of here." Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Um,
Marines, what the fuck are we gonna do, boy?
I'm sensing a little bit of tension amongst the crew.
Not a
No,
clue.
no, no, Sam.
No, no.
Not a clue. What are we gonna do about these Marines, Captain?
How
Hello?
many Marines are there?
Is it like only Marines?
At the docks, yes. You aren't.
I say
I
we
sto-
turn around and go back to Goings.
Why? Let's steal a Marine ship.
We don't have time. We need also we. It's been a day without food. Are we gonna pedal for another day without food?
I thought
Exactly.
I thought we ate the snake and the wolf because he's a cook.
You want me to? You
Oh,
wanted
we
me to
forgot to
cook
do
them
it.
up?
That's what I can just eat them raw. I'm an animal. I can just eat them raw, so it doesn't matter to me. If they did not cook them, which I thought we were talking about, and Hatch in those case said Gilly's a cook. If that didn't happen, then I just ate them raw, so I'm fine.
Guys, Hachi reaches into his shirt and pulls out the head and says, "We can eat the brains."
You can pick that up, yeah.
Jesus Christ, what's my crew?
I feel like we need to draw lines somewhere.
Yeah.
They don't need to be, awfully close to where you like to walk, but I feel like the lines should
The elephants
exist.
are next. I feel like that's the line.
Dying pregnant ladies, that's where I draw the line. Like anything further than that, probably not, but they can die.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
All right.
no
Perfectly
kids, no pregnant women. Other than that,
So you said
I'll agree to that.
it was like all Marines at the docks. People
Oh,
were like
yeah.
watching us from inside their homes. Were there any shops or anything?
You didn't find any open businesses along the way.
So we either steal a marine
oh
ship
goodness,
or
guys.
we just turn around and go back for a day.
Oh, for the record, I tried to say for a second there. I stopped and started the narration before you quite set foot on the dock, at a distance where you can see that there are Marines on the dock, but you cannot see the full situation of it.
Oh. Okay.
This is a pickle, Rick.
Loom, how stealthy are you?
Yeah, not very. From all the time we've spent together so far, I
Right.
think you can tell my footsteps can be heard a good 1.5 miles away.
All right. Well, are you a wanted man?
People seek me out, yes, but not in the way you imagine.
Do
Well, what
Marines
if we
seek
seek you out?
because maybe you could head up there and see what's going on. Because we have recently had some altercations with the Marines, so don't really want to show our faces around them. But
You only killed one of them.
Yeah, Gilly straight up murdered a man.
he killed himself, but but yeah, if you could go and check it out and come back to us if you're not wanted by the Marines.
Wait, can I make a perception check? I'm proficient in perception.
Where you are, you'd have to look for a high vantage point where you'd probably be seen, like on top of a building or something.
I'm proficient in acrobatics. Let me acrobatics up a building. See if I can acrobatics for a vantage point. I don't want to go in and not be blind.
The problem was more, you'll be seen than whether or not you could get on a building.
That is a problem. Captain, how am I supposed to get a view of this shit?
What? Are you
I'm choking on my blood.
head?
I'm choking on my blood, sorry.
Oh my god. You choking on the wolf jerky?
No, my blood. Sometimes I cough it up ever since I punched a cannonball. Anyway, how are we gonna get a better view on this? Do you think we could sneakily find a way? Maybe if we gotta find another way to get into this, or we gotta go in there just ready to fuck shit up. But I don't know what you want to do.
I did want to see if Loom could maybe get a read on the situation before we decide what we do next.
That's a good idea.
So you propose this to him, and he has this look on his face, like he's disgusted. But he shakes it off and he says, "If you want me to go over there and talk to the Marines, I'm gonna need 60% of the metal."
Hey, you were at 40%. 45. How about that? We'll move it up to 45.
Yeah, it was 45 before.
I'll move it back up to 50.
I'm gonna ask for 60. This is going to be a terrible inconvenience.
Well, there's got to be another plan then. And it's
How
back
about
to
you join?
40.
Oh,
It's back to 40, just so you know, Loom.
Hey,
What if-
hey, I've done my part. If you start trying to cheat me here, we're going to have a problem.
hey, Captain, what if he
No,
joins
no,
our
I-
crew? And then we
This
could
old
all share the
man-
medal.
I don't.
Well,
So guys,
we always
I'm
try to
up-
get NPCs to join.
I think from the brand last time, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sam, but I don't think that non-playable characters are ever going to join the crew based on his story.
No, they can.
It's possible.
Pearl and Louis
non-playable
Lacroix
characters
are
that
like
have,
We have
powers.
two orphans.
Like
Pearl and Louis
Orphan
Lacroix,
is
man.
counting in the same class as like Bran, who would have been an asset, or this guy who could be an asset. I feel like if any of those characters are the narrator created, they won't ever join the crew.
It's possible still.
It is possible.
I
It is, yes.
okay.
It's just that, you
join our
know.
crew?
Okay, you ask him that, and he says, no. I'm afraid I have other things I need to get to.
Hypothesis correct so far, guys.
Depends on the type of person.
What'd you say, Sam?
Bran was an enemy. This guy's got his own shit going on. So anyway, I could try and sneak
And-
around and see if I could get a better look on what's going on.
Can I
know
roll
how many
insight?
Marines there are?
Can I roll insight on Loon if he says he has better shit to do? I want to see if he's lying or not about that. I'm proficient
Go
in
ahead.
insight.
Make your check.
What is that plus?
4.
+4? Let's go, baby.
If you get a nat 20, I'm gonna shit my pants. Still.
You're unable to discern his intentions in making that statement, yeah.
Well, what does Loom say we do? He knows this island. He's lived there a few years.
I mean, he obviously doesn't know this place very well. He didn't
He
even
led
know.
us here. He led us here, man. He knows it better than any of us do. What does he think?
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Was there only one Marine base on this island?
In that way.
There was one base, but a bunch of smaller outposts. Like how when you first arrived on the docks in Goins, there was a small marine building, like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's the main base and then small outposts.
I was just trying to think of our odds of these Marines might not know who we are yet. But
Well, do
that
we
said,
know
we
how
were
many
gone for a
Marines
long
there
time.
are?
Word
We
probably
know
did.
there's just a few we see.
You see 6. You don't know how many there are.
We could kill 6 of them pretty easily, guys. And if their attention is elsewhere, which it looks like,
Yeah,
'cause
we're
this
all
place is dead,
injured.
Yeah, let's go fuck him up.
Well, me and Gilly are injured.
I don't think any of us are that injured. Except for,
Well.
Aaron.
I used a lot of my juice on that lady.
Yeah, I'm
So
trying not to die.
I got a lot of SP left. I got a lot of Constitution. Let's go fuck him up.
I'm thinking we go fuck him up too, guys. If the most dead of us
I'm
is
not
making us do
trying
that,
to die.
well then don't die.
So remember last time?
What happened to you
Remember
guys
last
getting
time we
all pumped
attacked
up and
Marines
saying how
and-
strong you all are? I believe in y'all's strength more than you do right now, it feels like.
Yeah, talking about Gurren Langan, freaking Gilly. When you were
I'm-
pounding your chest, screaming pirate, that was the most captain thing I've seen this whole journey.
hey, I don't mind fighting. I just want to make sure that we don't have to, because we're just trying to get out of here.
That is a good point.
All right, so can we?
You should try to do it stealthily, and if it comes down to it, combat.
So like I said, let's ask Loom. What do you think we should do about getting a ship in this situation?
This is difficult. First, is there a reason you can't talk to Marines?
We're wanted
Yeah, we are wanted as fuck.
That would have been great to know.
the way you got us, the way you found us in the end of that dungeon. At the beginning of that dungeon, to get there, we had to defeat or not defeat, but get through and infiltrate an entire Marine base, the biggest one on this island. So
I pointed at Gilly and I was like, dude, he melted a Marine's face off. We are wanted as fuck, dog.
that's true.
It's not exactly what happened, but yeah, we were definitely in a Marine base.
You killed a man.
A couple days ago.
We're
You
definitely
killed a
in
man.
Gilly, by osmosis, killed a man.
Regardless,
well-
we wanted it. It's a lot more
Well-
recently than you.
Either way, I don't recommend you kill the Marines. Think
Okay?
about the gold. Whichever ship you want to steal, if you have to take the time to load all of it up, reinforcements are sure to arrive.
Well, this sounds like part of your problem with the job
Should we-
description, yo.
Hey, how about one of us goes over there with a portion of the money, tries to bribe them, and if things go south, you put up a signal and we rush them.
Fine with me. Who's the best at bribing or convincing people?
Not me. I am bad at lying.
Doesn't he have the most intimidation stuff?
I only have a +2 to charisma, but I do have intimidating presence, but I don't think that I thought I did. Or is it commanding presence? I exert powerful aura of warrior spirit over others when trying to influence them. When I make a charisma, intimidation, performance, or persuasion. I can do it at advantage, but I do only have a +2 to charisma. Out of character. I'm very charismatic to an extent, guys. Is there anyone more charismatic than Aaron?
No,
Mine's a
I'm
-1,
about
believe it or not.
No,
yeah, I'm just as charismatic as you. So I
yeah,
think
I have 0 charisma.
you go over there. Here, I'll give you.
Does anyone have a cape?
Can I make can I make one of my potions and will that aiming help the charisma aim?
No, that's
No,
for
but-
attacks.
I can use commanding presence though, like I said, and then give myself advantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could.
All right.
All right.
Does anyone have a
I'll-
cape?
I'll give you a bag of gold. I want to say probably like 5 million berry worth.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck this up.
I believe in you.
No, you're not.
Hold on, wait.
Hey,
Before
if things go south, just
Aaron goes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and I would say, Aaron, I know you've been scared before, but now is the time to stand strong and get us the fuck out of here.
Hachi, I keep trying and I either keep hurting you guys or losing limbs and I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna take Loom's
Just
cape
stay
off and
strong.
give it to Aaron.
Oh damn.
We
Oh
should have
no,
stolen
he
the cape
doesn't.
from the body.
No,
Sam, shut the
Hold on,
fuck
hold on, hold on,
up.
hold on.
Loom does not part with his cloak.
He does. He does if he
Hold on,
wants
wait.
60%.
Do you
No,
tell,
we're giving 60%. Let's just go to the other guy.
do you offer to raise it up to 60% for his cloak?
I offer to raise it to 55%.
not for the
his cloak.
cloak. For the cloak, 60%. Go over there, do it yourself, Lou.
I offer to give
That's
him.
waiting.
He was at 45%. I offer
Ooh.
to give him a 10% increase to 55% if he gives Aaron the cape and does not tell him I did that.
How about this, Loom? We'll do 50% and 100 million berry.
That metal means far more to me than money.
Yeah,
You
duh, I
fucking
know that from the
bastard.
beginning. 55%.
55%.
I like that we're going for the cape, but not to just go to the other duh.
No, I'm saying 55% to just do it himself. What the hell?
If he can't give himself advantage, that's what
For
you're
his
sending
damn
me, but you gotta
Yeah,
convince me.
I don't care about his
I'm
cape.
trying to get the cape
Right.
from
What?
Loom. That's all I care about. I've never
55%,
seen it
and
anywhere else.
he looks at Gilly and he says, 55% and you let me look at your swords for a while.
What do you? What? What?
I'll just borrow them, I'll give them back.
He can look at him on the ship while we're sailing towards the other ship.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You need to come with us, right? Don't you have to get off this island too?
I'm neither wanted nor in a rush.
Alright, so it's 55% for him to talk to them or just for the cape? Because the cape
It's
is
just for the
not
cape,
worth
yeah.
that.
To talk
He's
to them.
not going to talk to him, period. He doesn't have the advantage to talk to him. Aaron's going to talk to him. I'm trying to get the damn cape so that Aaron feels more confident to do this. Okay? So I'm going to give him 55%. You're going to let him look at your swords while we're on the way to the other ship so he can't even escape if he likes them. And then he's going to give his fucking cape to Aaron, and then Aaron's going to go down to the Marines and try to bribe them for a ship. And when that doesn't work or does work, we might have to fight Marines. So let's get this over with, and that's the deal. Take it or leave it, Sam. Take it or leave it, Loom.
Oh, 55% just for the cloak? Sure, go ahead.
He gives it to Aaron. He gives it to Aaron, and Aaron. I can't do accents very well. I was trying to do a Sam accent, but he
I've
gives
used
it to
7
Aaron,
just
and then Aaron goes on his way.
Yeah, he does.
No, hold on though. I do want to just bring something up real quick. We could have probably just asked Sam to let Aaron retroactively steal the cape from the corpse of the woman.
That's what I've been trying to get at for like the last 10 minutes. It's
I don't do
fucking
retroactively.
He doesn't do retroactively, guys. Come on. I was barely able to get away with eating the guts.
No, it's because I had heard you talk about eating them while we were there. I picked up on you.
I wanted the cape. We said the cape while we picked up the skull.
Nope, I heard the head, and I heard someone say.
I said cape, there's no way.
You know what? The cape was the cape.
Oh, by the way,
was half
while
because of the
Aaron
head cut.
Alright, well,
Yeah,
with
go.
this cape, I'm gonna walk up to them and hold on. As Aaron walked forward, he is filled with a brand new determination. Something has never felt in him before, but courage from others. He uses 1 SP to exert intimidating presence, and as he walks up to the Marines, what do they say, Sam?
They notice you coming up, and they raise their palm, face it at you, and say, "Hey, you there! Didn't you get the memo? You aren't supposed to be out right now."
Hey, I did want to say something before. I didn't want to cut you off, but did we decide on a signal for if shit goes south?
Yeah, he starts shooting.
Yeah, you'll know the signal if shit goes south. I promise.
Okay.
Aaron says you'll know. I talk back to him. I'm like, oh, what memo, good sir?
Hey, you're supposed to be staying indoors, especially away from the docks.
What? Why? I have fish I need to get.
Ain't nobody supposed to be getting off the island right now.
What if, please, sir, me and my family, we're incredibly scared, and can I please, I really need to get out of here before things get worse. The commotion that went down at the parade, we've lost so much already. Is there any amount of money I can give you to look past this? And,
Sorry.
oh, can I not use persuasion, or?
Well, what persuasive tactic are you trying to use?
Like bribery, would that be persuasion or just a flat charisma roll?
Like how act it out first.
Yep, I have money I can give you guys to let us escape. I just don't want to lose any more of my family or friends. We're all just trying to get out of here before things get any worse with you Marines fighting whoever you're fighting. I just want to live.
We also have information on the Black Faction.
We have information on the Black Faction we can give you as well, but we just have to live, please.
His eyes light up, and he says, "The Black Faction."
Yes.
No.
They're in the entire underground of the capital.
They're
How
Indian.
does
You're not with me.
how does someone like you know about the Black Faction?
If you agree to let us try, I'll tell you everything you want to know, but we want to live and get out of here before things get worse. And I
You
want to roll my persuasion check with commanding presence.
go ahead and roll.
Ooh, I almost typed S instead of D. Could you imagine?
Oh yeah.
Oh golly.
Let's go, man. It's the
Either
cape.
one's a 20. Either one's a 20.
You were losing so many points there because there was no good reason to tell the Marines you know about the criminal organization, which is the reason they're doing this in the first place.
Well, then he didn't. I was like 50 feet away from him. He shouldn't have heard me.
No,
You
no, no.
said,
The
you said no
Nat 20
retcons,
has
man. You
arrived.
said no retcons. I'm way far away.
The Nat 20 is the Nat 20. So he looks at you and you seem pretty scared to him and he says, "Okay. Uh let's let's do this quietly. Yeah. Write everything you know down on this piece of paper and hand me the bag."
Got you, absolutely. And I'm going to wave my arm so throw the signal, and then I'm gonna write everything down for them.
Shit's gone south, guys. Let's go.
No, we're just walking down briskly, waiting for something to happen. Because he's going to write down on a piece of paper and only give it to him once the ship's undocked.
Hopefully he thought of that.
So believing that's the signal, what does Gilly do?
Gilly, please don't believe that's
Can
the
I
signal.
can I roll the wisdom check just to see
Sure, go ahead.
as I'm approaching what I notice? All right.
Yeah, you can make the check. This is on air.
I specifically asked, "What is the signal?" You'll know what the signal is. All right. Okay.
Okay, you have the wherewithal
Please.
to determine it's likely not a dangerous situation.
Thank
All right.
God.
All right, guys.
Oh,
I think that's the good signal. All right, let's go.
My right eye, prepare my fucking eyes.
Okay,
Guys, I'm
so
an
you
atheist,
get
but now I believe in Jesus.
so you all get closer, and you notice as you approach the Marines, Loom sinks into the back of the wagon. He tries to avoid their notice now that his cloak is off. By the way, with his cloak off, you can tell that his hair is
the
all
cape. It
white
was the
and
cape first
braided
off.
back. No, I said cloak when he appeared. You just called it a cape.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, cloak because it had a hoodie too.
So a nice cape is what you're saying.
Yes, cloak.
What did you say we saw?
Um,
What did you say we saw on him?
oh, Loom. Yeah, he just sinks back further into the wagon, trying not to be noticed.
Okay. Understandable. Fuck the Marines.
All right. So the wagon is able to get to the dock, and the Marine signals to the other guys to go away and let him handle it. And he walks back to you and he says, "So, which one's your ship?"
That
Here,
one further to the exit.
He looks over far in the distance and he says, "Oh, that big merchant vessel. Were you with them?"
We are them.
Yes.
He looks down at the pouch of gold and he smiles and says, "Ah, yeah, of course, of course. Will you be able to move that thing with just the few of you, though?"
Yeah.
We'll be well on our way, sir, and you have all the information you need, right?
He looks at the paper and he says, if this is true, it'll be quite valuable. And as merchants, I can understand where you got this information from. How?
You'll probably be promoted to admiral.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping the gun yet. I think maybe give me 5 more years. I think I'm pretty special.
I agree, man. I
There
agree.
you go, man. There you go. Yeah.
Now, come on. Get out of here before we draw too much attention.
Yeah,
All right.
of course.
Gotcha, man. We'll be on the move. Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
So all of you make your way to a large merchant vessel. On the sail, it has the word Bink written.
Oh, it's these
Uh,
guys.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it has Bink written on the sail. It's much bigger than your ship was. It seems like it'll be difficult to sail with just a few of you, but not completely impossible. It'll just need a bunch of ability checks. So, do you begin loading up?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, you put a blank on and you start loading up your stuff onto the ship. Loom helps out. He asks for the cloak back when you get to the ship.
Yeah, I give it back to him, and I thank Captain. I'm like, Captain, I don't know what it was. It's like Polo gave me power. You don't understand. It was amazing. I can't
He
believe that.
doesn't get the cloak back.
Uh, well, we need
You
to find.
didn't tell Aaron that you paid for it.
What?
Aaron doesn't know you paid for it, and
Yeah, I
you
had no
didn't tell
clue.
him it was a permanent transaction.
And Aaron doesn't think about giving it back. End of story.
He just did.
No, he didn't.
Well, we haven't given him the medal yet,
Yeah.
so I think when we give him the medal, you'll probably see he's wearing the
Yeah.
cape again.
And real talk, I'm just gonna kill Loom when our transaction's over. So if he wants to happen now, it's gonna happen now.
What?
No,
Is
it does
that
not need to
your-
happen now. Let's get away from the island.
Is that your inner monologue,
I agree.
or
I agree. So he keeps the cape. Or you can give him back the cape. We'll get it back in a few minutes.
Okay,
I hope Faye's
Loom,
not
like everyone's
saying this
loading
out
up the
loud.
ship, so you're all busy. It's just that Loom approaches Aaron by himself. What would Aaron do and ask for the cloak?
I'd ask him what it's made of, and I would if he asked polite, how does he ask?
He says, "Oh, now that you're done with that, could I have my cloak back? Is that all right?"
Motherfucker, the attitude.
I would, as I'm pulling it off, I would say, "Yeah, I don't know what you put in or what you made this out of, but it gave me such power and confidence. I've never been so sure of any of myself, even in my life. Thank you so much for this. It's just wow." And I hand it back to him.
He puts it back on. He says, "Thank you. It was an experimental fabric. Someone I used to know made it."
Well, what was his name?
Oh, Apollo. He's no longer with us.
Apollo.
Oh,
Indeed.
oh.
Loom.
Has the ship left yet?
No, this conversation, was while loading the stuff onto the ship.
Loon, you're
Remember, we have to circle back to the other ship first. Or are we still
Well,
doing
remember,
that?
He's got to look at Gilly's swords while he's on the ship. He's going to be pretty preoccupied.
I mean, I'm gonna be with him while he's looking at the sword.
actually also while we're loading up the ship. I want to look at Fang and I want to say, all right, what do you know about my dad?
And I'll be behind Loom while he's looking at those swords.
No,
He hasn't even gotten to the swords yet.
Yeah,
Jeez,
we're
guys.
still loading the ship.
Yeah, we're just loading ship.
All right, we're loading up. We're loading up.
So you manage to load everything up, and all of you stand on the main deck of the ship once you're done, ready to say your goodbyes. So Loom says, "Now, may I have my share of the medal?"
Once we're in the sea, man. Once we're in the sea.
No, no, no. I requested that upon getting you and the gold to the ship,
To our
I
ship.
would get
To
my share.
our ship.
To our ship.
Our ship is at. God, I always forget the name of that place.
Going.
Goings.
Going.
He seems to breathe heavily
I'm
for a
skipping
few
away.
moments.
And
Yes.
while we're sailing there, you could look at the swords.
Fine. Until we get to your ship. That'll be within the day. That's done. We're on our way from here. In that
Okay,
case,
here's
though,
the
I'd
load my
appreciate your
cannon.
help.
I'm gonna load
I'd,
my cannon.
I'd appreciate your help getting my wagon and horses up here then. So I
Yeah,
can
we'll
load
do.
them off.
No
get 'em.
problem.
Guys, when he leaves the ship, we can just leave without him.
No, he said he would appreciate your help.
And I told him, go get him. Our help is staying here while you're gone.
He
Gilly,
doesn't walk away alone because, it's not a one-man job.
He got them to us in one piece. He can do it by himself.
No, riding it and putting it on a ship are different.
He got them to his domicile that we visited somehow. He can get them up here.
Hey, what's your strength? Are you think we're strong enough to help him?
yeah, I'm helping him. How about you, Hachi?
Okay.
Hachi?
Hachi?
I'm helping him as well. I'm
All
helping
right.
him as well. Sorry, microphone.
Okay. So the two of you help him, and you manage to reel the horses in, get them on top, and manage to put the wagon on the boat as well. Loading things onto this merchant vessel isn't too difficult, as it's quite made for that, and before long, you know what, he's old and experienced enough, plus you have an expert helmsman, so I'll say with this number of people, you are able to get the ship moving without too much difficulty.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful. Good
You
thing you guys
begin
have that
sailing.
extra helmet.
Yeah.
Really coming in handy. You guys begin sailing
Right?
towards Goins.
Uh, while we're sailing, I'm just gonna, sit down on the deck and place the two swords in front of him and be like, "You can expect it, but I'm gonna watch you while you do it."
All right, I don't have a
I'm
problem
gonna
with
load
that.
my cannon and stand behind them, just chilling. Behind Loom, just chilling.
So,
Yeah, he begins looking at them. He unsheathes them one at a time, and he seems to look at the blades, trace his fingers up and down them. He swings them in the air a few times, and he seems to be carrying out all sorts of tests on them. Then, even aside from the blades, he takes some time to look at the scabbards as well. He seems to be a man quite fascinated by these blades.
Dude, guys,
tell me, Loom.
he seems like he might be able to use them too.
Tell me, Loom, what's your interest in these swords?
Oh, I'm just interested in the finer works of blacksmiths. Whenever I come upon them, I like to give them a good look myself. See what
Can
makes them special.
Can you tell me anything about them?
Well, he looks around them a bit. If my memory serves, these true swords should be Wazamono grade, correct?
I was assuming something like that myself.
From the pattern on the scabbard, the measurements, and the balancing, this katana here must have been one of those ones lost to the Levin Kingdom. Finding them in that dungeon, helps narrow down my estimations. If I recall correctly, what was its name? What was its name? And he
Oh.
thinks about it while he looks at it for an extra second, and he says, "Ah, yes, this sword. I think they named it Crawl.
Crawl or
Crom. CROM.
oh, okay.
Yikes.
Crom, you say?
Indeed. Now, let's see this other one. This one wasn't native to the kingdom. It wasn't made here. It must have been one they brought in and kept away secretly. Huh. He looks around it a bit. And he tries to figure this one out as well. Says, okay, it's shaped and styled as a long sword. It doesn't have the leaf pattern. It has, what can I call these? Ah, plum blossoms. Plum blossoms. Yes. For the life of me, I can't recall the name at this moment. What was it? What was it? And he says, ah, it's come to me. This one was just named Plum. It wasn't anything special. Ha 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 ha.
Alright. So one of them is a longsword,
And he just laughs to himself a bit as the his fading memory from his old age comes back to him. The other one's a katana.
okay.
So after he takes it's about like 10-15 minutes in total, and he says, ah, thank you. I'm satisfied. He returns the swords to you.
All right. Okay, and during this time, I obviously see Fang looming around him, right?
Mm-hmm.
With death glances, I'd presume.
Oh, the bloodlust is of a strong, strong scent.
I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah, you have no doubts what's running through his mind.
All right. I'm going to stand up and take both the swords, and I'm gonna walk over to Fang.
Ah.
Fang, I know that look in your eyes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the same look that you gave that bartender when we were in town at the Capitol.
So you
It's
should
the
order
same
something.
it's the same look that led to the death of our last captain.
You call it death, I call getting the crew stronger.
You lost your leg, Aaron lost his leg. I have broken ribs. We lost a lot.
We're all healed up from that one.
I think now is just not the time.
I'm just
I-
saying, Gilly, he wants this medal, and I have no intention of giving him back this medal.
Then why did
So
you wager half of our medal?
to get us to where we are now, or was there another option that you think might have gotten us to this ship? Because I didn't see anything else at the time, and I didn't hear any other suggestions. So I said whatever I needed to say, like always, to get here. So when the time comes, he's going to be after some metal that he is never going to get, whether it's just me or whether it's the rest of you helping. But that's just how it is, and then you should know that by now. Or am I mistaken in thinking that the four of us are pirates?
Yes, we're pirates. Yes, we plunder. Yes, we take. But what's the point of all of that if we don't have any honor at all? What's the point of any of this if we don't have any solid center or core or ground after all of this?
You say honor. Uh, that doesn't even compute in my dog ears. All I hear is survival, and that's what I've done to get us here.
And we've survived. So why take more after you've already been given life? He helped us with that lady. He helped us with those people. He's helped me just now with these swords. All he's done is help.
And I'm fine giving them the option to leave an empty-handed.
So we just take and give nothing ever.
I'd say we just throw them off the ship and be done with it.
Fang, I won't stand for this. I've let you do a lot of things. I've let you fight our crewmates. I've let you harm the people here, but I won't let you harm an innocent man who's only helped us this far. Just for some metal that we don't even know what it does. We don't know its use. We don't know anything, and we're still keeping half.
And then I get in his face and say, "Then are you gonna take it from me?"
Take what? The metal? I don't want it. He wants it. And he's earned it.
I don't say anything else. I said, "Are you gonna take it from me to give to him?"
If I have to. If you don't show me respect, then why am I here?
We'll see.
We continue to sail.
All right. I think that's a pretty good to be continued. What say the rest of you?
I think that's good.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good too.
I think that it makes for a good to be continued.
All right, we can do an outro if you guys want, and then I can stop the recording.
Thank you guys for joining us for D&D. Sorry it had to be recorded this time. We had a little bit of mix up with streaming. We will be streaming next week, probably about the usual time, 3:30 p.m. EST. And thank you once again for joining us. Everybody want to say some outros real quick? You guys all know me. I'm Straw Hat Lucas. Let's start with Sam.
Kenchan at Samuel607. Watch a video or something. Yeah.
Gilly or Dan. I gotta stop calling you Gilly, man.
It's fine. Hey, just continue to watch Lost Ark. Lots of great content. Definitely come back. Great stories every time.
Cody, do you have
And
anything?
Adam's Jinrakai.
Or yeah, I'm Adam Jimrikai, the Adam Jimrikai YouTube channel. I'm also the author of the only good American manga of all time. So check me out on my channel or whatever.
Hi
I
guys.
second that.
I'm
Great American manga. No, go ahead, Cody. Go ahead.
Hi guys. I'm Cody. I recorded it this time because I also have a setup to do all the streaming and all this wonderful stuff over on Twitch, and I also have a TikTok where I'm really funny and I laugh at myself a lot. So you should come laugh too.
Yeah, big shout out and thanks to Cody. He was able to record this whole thing and do everything. Big shout out to him, and as always, Sam, check out his channel. He just had a great short today about Attack on Titan and various things like that. So check him out and all that stuff. As well as Cody,
Beautiful. We will see you guys in the next
he's almost done with Zelda. Am I
Yeah.
right? You're
10
twitching
tries
that?
away and we're done, and then we're gonna be starting Final Fantasy 16 soon. So
So
stay
that's some
tuned
huge
for that.
stuff on- Yeah,
Let's
that's some huge
go.
stuff on his Twitch. So check Cody out for sure.
All right, and with that, I'm gonna end the recording.